Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Angry Snowman, also known as Frosty, and this is Request of the Week number 3 I believe. If not, you're gonna see the correction on top of this video in the title. I believe it's number 3. Anyway, this is a game that was played on North American servers. I believe it might be a completely random in-house. Yeah, let's just see the teams. Calypso, I need money. Okay, so in red trunks, Calypso like a boss, Prometheum, Wildfire, Luraga, and I need money. Well, I need money too, but I don't make my name. I need money because I need money. And in blue trunks, it's Bite Light, Hex, Elogo, Rhythm, Jesus, Ataraxia, SM Wink, and World Kong. So now I learned that's just great, you know. Quickly ship compositions: 2 battle cruisers, 2 destroyers, and a carrier for red team, plus an orbiter. That's really not a standard ship composition. I mean, 2 battle cruisers are rarely seen these days, especially on Europe. I have absolutely no idea if they are rare on North American servers. I may be completely wrong, but you know, ask me if I care. No, before you even can ask it. So for red team, I believe it's fairly standard opening for all those destroyers. Probably opening, no, only 1 destroyer opening with 5 armor. The other destroyer opening with farming build, level 4 lasers. Yeah, battle cruisers opening with 9 range. Calypso the Arbiter, fairly standard opening. Now, blue team having a Void Ray, Hex playing a Void Ray. You know, it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. It depends on how much you can farm as a Void Ray, and it depends how good you are at sniping your enemies one by one. More ships, 2 carriers, so it's more standard ship composition than red teams. 2 carriers, Wild Conch and SM Wink, both opening standard range and warp, so 1.5 speed. Ataraxia destroyer opening with level 5 armor, it's fine. They have a Leviathan, Raven, not a have you ever seen a Leviathan? That would be like awesome. You have a Leviathan and it spits out PDDs and has a blackout, a Leviathan. I have to bug Zedu to introduce this ship on another April Fool's Day or something. Leviathan. What? Okay, never mind. So a Raven, they have a Raven, 4 lasers, so farming opening, Void Ray opening, no blink, but opening farm wise very nicely. 2 lasers, so 1 shot farm, and 1.86 speed. Now there's a lot of standard action happening now, both teams trying to push each other back, and I believe that red team is doing it a little bit better right now, since World Kong is in the base. Is gonna be warping back to the field right now, but meanwhile his teammates are getting pushed back to base, and I'm really not convinced what red team's strat is. Wildfire, oh, Wildfire being pushed by 2 carriers, but no, don't, no, go back, unless you want to get rolled and make this replay very short. And sure, so no, they will surely escape. I'm not entirely sure what red team's ship composition is about. 2 battle cruisers, it's very rare these days to have 2 battle cruisers. You rather go for 2 carriers because of double vortex saving power, and you know, all the stuff you can, all the silly stuff you can do with carriers, the vortex, the feedback, you know, whatever, scouts maybe. But battle cruiser, maybe I predicted there will be absolutely no Zerg ships, but you know, it's a little bit risky still. So a bit of fighter action again and again, and you know, sending fighters is crucial for. Oh, hello, Wildfire. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna zoom in on you. What are you doing? You're getting rolled by Ataraxia, but I believe you're gonna be fine because your allies actually managed to save you. Wait, wait. This. Go. Yes. Yes! Epic sounds. I miss them. So, what's happening here? Void Ray is farming. Yeah, that's good. If you are a Void Ray, you don't want to cover your teammates because you simply can't cover them. So you just run around and farm. Hello, I'm just farming. Meanwhile, Luraga trying to moonwalk the creeps. Not entirely convinced that it's the best you can do as a destroyer. Like really. If you want to dance, then I suggest going to the disco, to the club, in the club, or somewhere. But in Star Battle, I mean, dancing all the time. What game are you playing, you fool? Okay, it made me feel better. So, blue team forcing red team to go back because Wildfire was definitely out of position. Now he's back on the field. Oh, there's a nuke. There's a double nuke on the field. There's absolutely no energy denial on red team's side though, so I'm not entirely sure how this will work. But you know, let's try it. Let's try it, let's see it. Double nuke, it's an overkill, I believe, but you know, all the silly tactics around. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Mostly it depends on execution. If you can execute it, it's cool. Even if it's the best strat and you can't execute it, then it's completely bad for you, but it doesn't mean the strat is bad itself. So absolutely nothing out of ordinary now, apart from those two nukes, and no energy denial on blue team, on red team. Sorry. We have, well, recharge shield. Well, it's fairly good if you want to tank a little bit, and you're absolutely sure the other team doesn't have energy denial, so this can actually benefit blue team. This recharge shield, it can be a little risky to get it, but in this situation it's fine. SM Wink getting feedback, which is fine. This is very standard, going for feedback. Two lasers, yeah, energy denial. PDDs, Raven having PDDs, that's fairly standard too. Bite Light, meanwhile going for pure missile boat. So absolutely no energy denial, no energy upgrades. And oh my god, that's a lot of Chrono Rift. What? Okay, I'm can you come up with any idea? What is the Chrono Rift used for? No, I don't mean slowing down any projectiles. What is the Chrono Rift used for? Oh, well, in this situation it can be used on in only one situation. If there's a nuke or a double nuke on someone and he's very close, you can just Chrono Rift the nuke and run away. That's the only situation you can use a Chrono Rift here. There we go, there's a nuke. Now it surely won't hit because... Oh! Okay, alright. So Arbiter got Stasis field, and now this is when the things start to get interesting. That was a very nice execution, and even though Stasis field lasts only 20 seconds, it's enough to hold someone in the exact same place for a while, then you cancel it right before the nuke hits, and then he's in a lot of trouble. I have to admit, I haven't foreseen it. That was pretty hard to predict, but as you can see, it's doable. Again, if you get energy denial on all 3 ships, blue team, you're gonna be fine, because if you're gonna energy deny the arbiter, there will be no stasis field whatsoever, so nukes won't hit. There you go. Or you can chrono rift the nuke, and it will be going for like forever, so even the stasis field won't work. So actually, blue ships, blue team's ship composition may be this way, Mr. Snowman. Yeah, blue team's ship composition is really good to counter what red team is trying to do. I mean, this chrono rift is absolutely useless in many situations, but in here it can actually work. I admit it can actually work. For once it can do something good. So I'm really curious to see what exactly will happen in this game, because it can prove to be really interesting. Again, some middle action, middle fighting, as I like to call it. Like, everyone is fighting in the middle of a map, line battle, no one's moving anywhere, just some damage being dealt. There's a vortex, World Kong having a vortex. Well, vortex, you can vortex either enemy ships, you can vortex a nuke and make it explode. There are various possibilities in here in which vortex can be used, but I believe it's rather a defensive vortex. I may be wrong, but it's rather a defensive vortex for now, unless they really want to go all in and get like siege mode and a void ray with high level prismatic. Oh, there's cloak on this void ray. I don't know if I entirely agree at this point to get a cloak. I believe that you actually have to get charged before you get cloak, and usually you get charged before you get chrono rift. So I'm not entirely sure that what Hex is doing in this game is a proper Void Ray play. I mean, it's not maximizing the damage, and playing a Void Ray is all about maximizing the damage output, because you have to focus your beam on someone, and you have to make sure that it's absolutely max you have in your backpack. If it's not the max, then you're not using your farm nor your Void Ray to its full potential, and it may actually hurt your team. I mean, Void Ray is only a ship that damages and kills enemy ships. You know, it's even in the description: surgical strike craft. Yes, strike and go back. You have blink for it. You can blink in, blink out. Like Chrono Rift is additional, it's pretty useless. Cloak is useful, but then again, it's useful, but in certain situations, and definitely not in a situation like this. Not before 20 minutes for sure, unless you want to do some sneaky tactics with it. So, blue team backing off. 1, 2, 3, 4 ships, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6 ships of the blue team. Now red team having a small farming opportunity. This is a fairly standard game. I picked it for request of the week because it's unusual in some aspects, but other than that, it's fairly normal. Now feedback, nice feedback on Prometheum. 150 energy, vortex. If you're gonna vortex like a boss, then this is gonna be nice. Come on. Oh, sour. Base carrier is sour about life now. He had a chance if he would have gone this way around and tried to vortex him here from this side, away from I need money. Well, you've got plenty. 300 minerals. Change on it, god damn it. So if he would come from this side, this vortex would land, but then he got energy denied. I believe that wildfire didn't energy deny like anyone in particular this time, so that would be interesting. Again, it's even a double vortex, so if you get your carriers together, that's a way bigger chance to land one. But it didn't work this time. I mean, so many useless upgrades. Like, how many times in a match you use a defensive shield? You need to be aware of the fact that you are out of position very often to really get defensive shield, so you won't get damaged. But even then, it's a waste of minerals. It's a waste of energy then, and more. If I would analyze this game, like in game analysis, I would just run through wildfire several times now. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm not running through wildfire. I'm not burning. So again, a bit of middle action. There we go. There's the siege mode again, but like a boss. They tried to snipe the prism, but he didn't manage to do it, so now he's just sieging up, pushing using the siege mode. One siege mode is fairly good, but it's kind of risky at times, especially when your enemies have a double vortex and they can get blackout, which is a very good counter for siege mode. You know, vortex plus blackout and you are kinda gone, because if one of those carriers will be able to vortex the majority of other ships, you know, and you are left alone here, and blackout lands. Well, that's the best situation for your opponents. You know, you can deal absolutely no damage. You're getting auto-unsieged, and you have to run for your life. And before you even start moving, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble, especially if they have siege themselves and they can maximize damage output. Itchy nose. Okay, itchy nose. So it's fairly standard. I believe that apart from some upgrades, I mean, Prometheum, what is he even going for? 1.7. Really? He's got not. Is that 379 score? I believe that with 379 score you can afford a little bit more than level 4 lasers, 10 range, level 1 missiles and a nuke, and 350 energy. I mean, what do you need 350 energy for if you have only a nuke which costs 200? That's kinda overkill. Nice feedback, nice lockdown, launch simultaneously. Now let's see Hex, no charge whatsoever. That's so painful to watch. Oh my god, this is so painful to watch. How can you even dream of dealing enough damage with a Void Ray if you don't have charge on it? It hurts watching it. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Nothing can make me wonder if you can pull off a nuke with Stasis field. I mean, you can pull off one nuke. Again, if you want to use it, you can pull it off once, maybe twice per match, because your opponents will be aware that you have Stasis field, and they will keep you low on energy. Not even mentioning that to launch Stasis field you have to be close to them, so that gives them a chance to energy deny you. Poof, there goes the whole nuke strat. It's a nice idea though. It's a nice idea for a surprise nuke, but in latter stages of the game it's fairly useless, I guess. Calypso now getting chrono boost, This is gonna benefit the sieging ship. So like a boss now he's chrono boosting a Luraga. My god, those names just like, you're twisting my tongue. Can you get like a normal normal name, like, you know, flower, rose, butterfly? No, you have to be Luraga and Prometheum. And I need money. I need snow. I should be actually named I need snow. That would be awesome. That would be surely bows. There you go. They're gonna warp in on a cloaked void ray. Oh, this can be dangerous. This can be dangerous. I mean, how can you? Very nice vortex. Very nice counter vortex. Calypso is gonna go down. This arbiter is going down. 1,800. Poof. Level 13 prismatic beam, but no charge whatsoever. What are you using your energy for apart from cloak? That was a cool warp. I mean, it would be a cool warp if you would have paid attention to what's happening near your ship, because okay, you know what? Let's watch it till the end. I ain't even mad. There you go, a saving vortex by World Kong, and it's 1-0. I believe it's 1-0. Can it be even 2-0 at this point? No, it's 1-0. It's gonna be 2-0 in a second. Leraga, why are you even what? Can you tell me one good reason to moonwalk when you are chased by 5 ships? One good reason. Well, I can't think of any reasons to do it. I mean, you need to run as fast as you can. You get the fuck out of there. I'm sorry, but you get a freak out of this place as quickly as possible, especially if you have absolutely no cover from your teammates. No, this guy that could be named Butterfly, but he decided to name himself with a name that it's hard to pronounce. Again, what's the reason to moonwalk like a boss? What's the reason to moonwalk and slow yourself down when you have to run because everyone is shooting you? That's a heresy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a heresy. If I will be playing with you at any time, or if you're gonna be playing with anyone that's doing this, shout at him and rage at him, because that's absolutely outrageous. What do you want to do? You want to deal damage with 1 ship against 5 ships? Jeez, more bitches. That's great. I mean, where was the cheese here? Like, double nuke is the cheese? It's a style of play. True Psycho left the game. How is it cheese, dumbass? Oh, some BM. It's a joke. You're mad, bro. Lol. Yeah, but really, I'm gonna. We had you contained the whole time. Pause. Pause. Let's see the farm. I would even sum it up, but someone can do it for me. I would actually say it's around even. It's well, maybe a bit more for red team, but having only this much more means that you haven't contained them all the time. Don't talk shit, man. The only way you pull that win off is with cloak. Yeah, really, you want to hear something? You want to hear something? How the hell do you not spot a cloak if he's got his lasers turned on and is firing them all the way when he's going through you? Don't talk cheese when you cheese yourself. What's cheesy in this? Using close cloak for warping, man. Ah, really? That's really unnecessary wildfire. That's really unnecessary wildfire. Everyone's gonna see it. And it's really unnecessary. If you see wildfire, say hello from Frosty. And tell him that it's not a cheese. Okay, I don't care how long is this game is over. I don't even want to cast it because it's like 2 minutes later, 2 minutes longer, but let's take a look at this warp in. I want to quickly just, I never do this, but for the sake of, you know, this BM that was happening after the game finished, let me do it. 28 minutes, 26, no, okay, 26, I can't really do anything, okay, faster, go, speed of light, go Snowball, go, 27, 20, go, faster. Okay, let's make it slower. Okay. Pause it. Okay, he's getting very cloaked. Now, he's got his lasers on. Let's watch it. Let's actually take a look from that team's perspective. Look at this. How can you not spot this? Like, how blind do you have to be not to spot a cloaked void ray here? Like, those lasers are coming out of nowhere. It's so obvious that there's a cloak void ray. I mean, there are 4 ships here. I don't even, you know, I'm not talking about I need money on Promethean. They are somewhere, so they would have to watch the minimap. Oh, they have. Well, it gets even better, ladies and gentlemen. It gets even better. Let's see, 2730. It gets even better. They have a radar, which means they can see all the ships around here. Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, 4 ships here. It's absolutely obvious. Even if you want to look here, well, actually it's going to be in a second because like a boss has to proceed forward. But like, how can you not spot this? Like, you have 4 ships. Someone has to pay attention to what's happening on the screen. No, we're not paying attention to what's happening on the screen. And what's more, we're advancing forward, and then we're like, what the hell? And then you bitch about it? You got to be shitting me. It's only your fault that it happened. And Wildfire was BMing the most. He was the ship that was the most at the front there. Everyone was like backing off a little bit, and he was going to the front, he was pushing it. Why are you even surprised that it happened? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a request of the week number 3. This has been a request of the week number 3, the BM edition, actually. So, you know, if you see Wildfire, say hello from me. And tell him that BMing is bad. So, that's it. Let's not go through the whole BM here. This has been Mr. Snowman coming to you from your little speaker. I'm melting slowly, so that's it. I don't want it to make it any longer. See you next time, bye.